Hey guys and gals, this is Beth and this is my adventure. I got asked to do the how did I get here thing, so that's what today's episode is going to be about. So, how I got here. There's no big long sad story or anything like that. I'm single, been single for 20 something years, raised 3 kids, and I've always wanted to just get an RV and go travel. Kids weren't really into camping and stuff, so I didn't do much of that while they were growing up. And anyway, got the business of the family done. Kids are off on their own and all doing pretty well, so I must have done something right, huh? Anyway, then when the kids left, I decided I was going to be a beach bum. And when the last one left, I headed south. I lived out in Mineral Wells at the time, and I spent most of the 90s in Las Vegas, and then in 2004 moved to Mineral Wells, got my daughter through high school, and when she left home, I was going to be a beach bum, so I headed south. And, sorry, I say a lot. I'm trying not to do that. So, I headed south, made it as far as Webster, Houston, which is south of Houston, and landed at a U-Haul. Managed that for a couple of years, which was about 40 miles from Galveston. So I didn't actually make it to be a beach bum, but I was close. I worked pretty much 6 days a week, and usually on Sundays was my day off, and I would go, lay on the beach, walk on the beach, whatever. So I quit that in 2010 and went on the road with some guy, and went around most of the east part of southeast quarter of the United States, mostly around there. Spent a little time in Denver and some in Baltimore and everywhere in between. We were installing, sorry, I did it again. We were installing fiber optics cables. It's hard to quit saying no, but I'm trying, so y'all call me on it. I'm trying. So anyway, we were installing equipment, and I did that for about 8-9 months, and it just wasn't working with him and I being together 24/7. I wasn't what he thought I was. I'm thinking he wasn't what I thought he was. I'm thinking, but anyway, whatever happened, it didn't work out. So after that, I went to Meals on Wheels. I run the office, so I wasn't the director or anything like that. I was just the office manager. Got laid off from that and went on unemployment. Did that for about 2 years. That lasted 2 years. Wasn't trying to wait it out, but I was looking for work, but just wasn't finding anything. I'm not young and cute anymore, and I was overqualified for McDonald's. That's what they told me anyway. And I've got law office experience, so all the law offices, they want young and cute, because it's all image. It's all about image, and that's fine, it is what it is. So anyway, from when I went on the road in 2010, I wanted a trailer or a mobile home for us to go around the road on, and he said he wanted it, but I think he didn't really, that's what I'm thinking anyway. So anytime I found or attempted to find something, he kind of shot it down. So it never happened during that time. And that's what I get for letting, anyway, that's a whole nother issue. So after that, I would take whatever vehicle I had, because I didn't have money saved up still. So I'd take whatever vehicle I have, put it on Craigslist and say, we'll trade for small RV. And a few people contacted me with stuff that I didn't really want. Back in February of 2013, somebody contacted me about, I had a 92 Firebird convertible. Oh, nice car. Love that car. Anyway, I put it on Craigslist to trade for a small RV, and somebody contacted me with I don't even remember what kind it was, but it was a van similar to this, but it had the extended top, whatever those are called. And we set up the time to meet, and about 2 days before we were going to meet, I chickened out and said, no thank you. I should have done it. I kicked myself for not doing it then, but anyway. So in October, before October, I put the car back on Craigslist, and, the same thing, trade for RV. It's not for sale, it's just for trade for an RV. That's all I wanted to do. So, and then a guy contacted me about this one, and I just decided, this time I'm going to do it. I mean, assuming the van's okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna chicken out. So he came all the way to Garrison, which is where I was at, which is almost 200 miles from, or probably was about 200 miles from Galveston. Well, he was in Conroe, which is about 150 miles, I guess. So he drove all the way to me, and he got there just as it was getting dark. And I had my hog hunter friends were over that night, so they looked at it with me. The guy looked at my Firebird, and we traded right there. I mean, it was maybe 30 minutes from the time he drove in my driveway to the time he drove out of my driveway. So I just did it. I just jumped in and did it. So now I'm, before I got the van, I'd started the booking business, booking vans and trying to organize tours and stuff like that. I'd already started that. And since January 2013, I was doing it full time. Like, I was spending 10, 12 hours a day sending emails, making phone calls, because I have to build a relationship with venues to get them to trust me enough to send my guys there, So, anyway, so the plan always was to get an RV, find something small, and hit all the like flea markets and trade days and stuff. But now I'm going to keep pushing the booking. I'm going to do the flea markets every once in a while, but not every weekend like I had originally planned. And live in the van and go see places, go see people, I'd like to work it up to where I can afford to follow one of my bands around, maybe work the merch table or something, not tour in their bus, but like follow them in my van and go see all the shows and all that stuff. So anyway, that's how I got here. I'm now at Painted Sky Inn doing my first work camping gig. This is a great place. It's very quiet. If you're a loner, it's a good place because and I don't mean that bad at all. I mean, that's a good thing. So it's not on a main thoroughfare. You're not going to just pass by it and say, hey, there's an RV park, let's stop there. You got to know that you're coming here to get here. So, but anyway, it's on Lake Buchanan. Anyway, enough of that. So that's how I got where I am right now. I'm living in the van. I'm loving life. And it's just, the freedom is awesome. I mean, life is simple. My stuff is dwindling, so the crapola is going down to where it's stuff and not crapola. And I got my TV here that I watch DVDs on. And I scored something the other day. I drove to the Walmart in Marble Falls because that's the closest Walmart. And I got 10 classic westerns right here on like 3 DVDs. So anyway, I've watched 5 of them so far. One of them already had John Wayne in it. I don't know which one. I just watched Albuquerque. I watched The Virginian last night. And The Spoilers, Texas Rangers Ride Again, When Dalton Rode. Anyway, I love old movies. So, and I've got my, somewhere here, I don't know where it is, but anyway, I've got my movie box right here, which I'm going to have to get rid of boxes and get one of those binder things, because my thought was I won't get any more movies than that will fit in this box. But these are movies I watch over and over. And while I love them and I don't want to get rid of them, I'm kind of want something new, so I got that 10 Western stuff. But it won't fit in my box, so I'm thinking it's time to go to the binder and keep the boxes of movies that I want to watch a couple of times and get rid of. Stuff like that. And a DVD swap would be a good thing, I think. Maybe some RV parks do that already, just not this one. This one has the book swap, though. You can go in and get a book and read it and put it back, or take a book in there and then get another one, just swap them out. I don't know. Anyway, so that's how I got from there to here. And hope that answered your question. If there's anything more specific you wanted to know, then just, let me know and I'll tell you. I have no secrets that I can think of. So anyway, y'all have a great day and ciao, baby. See my view out there? There's the lake. Can you see the lake? There it is.